The time is now 10:34. I have started the stream 4 minutes late. That's what you can expect with us. On time. I'm going to put away these Pink Floyd albums when you're on and watching. Oh, wait a second. We had a couple late comments earlier. James Bragg wants Freak Show. I didn't pull that. That was from... We pulled Tony Dole's Shout at the Devil. Alan Williams wants a Soundgarden, but I don't think we have. And then James Bragg commented Freak Show. That was something that came in a little late, but I have one of those. So that's James Bragg's. I'm actually, while y'all are signing on, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to step to the back and look on the back wall and see if I have any more Soundgardens or anything else we've put on sale recently that I can show again. I also have this Floyd. I'm going to go ahead and just buy a bunch of it again. Wish You Were Here and some of those. So, all right, so let's see what's going back on. I'm actually nowhere near the camera. There's my feet. I'm walking back. We got some people still commenting on the last feed. Also, my battery is low on my phone, but that's okay. Let's see here. Chat. Alrighty, so let's see who's all on. Part 2, hope everybody's waking up. I'm going to go ahead and take one of these things. It's called Arsenals. I don't know what it is, but they're probably extremely bad for me. I've been taking them for a while. I've down to 2 tablets. How many was in here? 120. I've been taking them for a few months now. It had nothing really to do with weight loss, but just energy. I think they're supposed to help with that, but that's only if you actually do a diet and work out very hard. Aaron says Arsenals will kill you. Well, we're all going to die someday. Okay. Yeah, me probably, yeah. I don't know. Let's just not talk about that. All right, first we've got, while people's getting on, the last crate we showed was right here. This is Oasis, Definitely Maybe, $38.99. Blink 182, Cheshire Cat. Hey, I work out every night. I walked 4 miles last night. And then I came back. Tanner was still here shipping stuff. And then I priced all these records that I've been showing tonight. So, Blink 182, Cheshire Cat. Look at that cat. Look at those blue eyes. $31.99. This is a remaster of Tumbleweed Connection. This is a great Elton John album. Elton John's first, 5, 7 albums? 5 for sure. Just incredible stuff. He's a genius, and there's no doubt about it. That's actually him right there on the cover. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that. That's $31.99. That has some fantastic music on it. By the way, they're reissuing Honky Chateau. Yeah, that's a great Elton John album. They're reissuing Honky Chateau. Silverchair Frog Stomp is $54.99. That's a limited edition of 10,000. This has the song Tomorrow on it. Still here, couldn't find the door to get out. Yes. Just like Godfather Part 3. Just when I think I'm out, they keep pulling me back in. Silverchair, $39.99. That's what Michael Clorione said. By the way, we got that soundtrack if anybody wants one. Silverchair Live, I'm down to 2 copies, $39.99. I actually are going to pull out these Rush albums because I need to price them. They haven't got price tags on them yet. Permanent Waves, $39.99. Spirit of the Radio, Begin the Day with the Friendly Voice. Free Will, Jacob's Ladder, that's a great song too. $39.99. Rush, Permanent Waves. Mazzy Star, $36.99. Chris Cornell, we just sold a couple of those. We got plenty. I try to keep those in stock. Johnny Thunder, So Alone, that's on red vinyl, $29.99. He's Going the Distance. Cake. Boy, that's an interesting album. Have y'all ever listened to the whole thing? I mean, probably most of y'all have heard The Distance, but boy, the music on that is so interesting. They're that guy, what's his name? Is his name on here? McCrae? That might be him. Made some interesting music. Allman Brothers, $49.99. An essential. I hope you have that in some form or another. We got Kiss, the Peter Criss solo album, $33.99. Clash, Give 'Em Enough Rope is $33.99. and Jimi Hendrix, Los Angeles Forum, April 26, 1969, $44.99. And Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Home Sweet Home, Smoking in the Boys' Room, $33.99. All right. So that was that crate I did right before we took a break, so you didn't miss anything. If you're just hopping on, that was that last crate we just did. I'm going to go ahead and run through another crate of new vinyl right quick before I start doing some of that on sale. We got a lot of really cool stuff in here that's recently come back into stock. So let me play a little bit of Tetris and move some of these crates around. I'm going to push this one to the back, this one to the front. And that's going to be our new back crate. All right. I got more Japanese stuff to put up for auction, so I guess I can go ahead and be running those in the meantime. We have another Foreigner Double Vision, and we have a Foreigner Rainbow Concert. So these are both near mint and pristine. This Obi has a small rip on the back of it, and that is a $35 start. And then Eric Clapton's Rainbow Concert with Ronnie Wood and Pete Townsend, that's a $45 start. That's our next two Japanese auctions. Was Peter Criss a reissue? Yes, Peter Criss is the 2014 remaster. These were out of stock for a long time. I have sold a lot to many Kiss fans and collectors. We're all waiting for the Paul Stanley to come back in, but yes, anything Kiss I have is going to be new and sealed, but I do have a lot of Kiss albums. They're just new sealed remasters. All right, what have I missed here? Never cared for Tetris. Is this part 2 of the show? Yes, you're on part 2. Maybe my feed wasn't that Motley Crue Theater of Pain. Yes, that was Motley Crue Theater of Pain. Did I call it something else? Are you going to go through the new ones here? Yes, I'm about to go through some new vinyl, and then we're going to start I'm going to go through a $9.99 crate. I'm going to do a $10 crate next. Just going to remind you of some stuff that's came in within the last week or so. What payments do we take? We send you an invoice on Monday. We invoice every Monday, so you can buy all week. It's an open box for 1 week. This week only, $7 shipping. We invoice on Monday, and you can use any payment, credit card, debit card. I think there's a way you can use PayPal. There's instructions, but we do an invoicing where we send you an invoice with $7 shipping. Metallica, Garage Days Revisited, $24.99. $24.99. Rush, $21.12. I need to put these over here in the bin. I'm going to go ahead and do that now because we have a couple bins. So what days do you ship? Pretty much Monday through Friday. Yeah, so I don't think we sent any tracking today. Tanner says our printer's down and we have everything boxed up and we're waiting on printer labels and stuff like that. We have shipped so much, we've kind of, I think, almost miscalculated our supply chain of supplies. So, but yeah, Tanner, Doug's been working very hard, getting caught up. Tanner's been here the last couple of nights till 5 a.m. While I've been pricing stuff, and we're trying to get shipping back to normal flow. Pretty much, it still works as this. Doug wanted me to pass this along. If you got a tracking number, it has shipped. If you haven't got a tracking number, it is still here at the store. So, Rush is $36.99 for $21.12. Metallica is $39.99, and Justice for All. We got most of Metallica discography in stock. S&M with the San Francisco Symphony, $54.99. I got several of those. Master of Puppets, $31.99, and Nirvana's Nevermind, $36.99 for Nirvana. Nevermind. The Metallica Black Album, Enter Sandman, $39.99. Sturgill Simpson, A Sailor's Guide to Earth. Sturgill Simpson is $29.99. A Sailor's Guide to Earth, $29.99. Tori Amos, $39.99. Little Earthquakes. Raising Sand, that is Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, $44.99. Iron Maiden Killers. Killers is $36.99. Is there any more Kiss other than the Peter Criss? I've got Ace Frehley. I think I've got Ace Frehley in stock, Ross. Paul Stanley we can't get, and I probably need to order more Gene Simmons, but I don't have any right now. Maroon 5, Songs About Jane, $36.99. Tears for Fears, that's one of the last ones I have on hand right now. Songs from the Big Chair, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Kane, So Glad You Made It, $38.99. Pink Floyd, Adam Heart Mother, $34.99 for Pink Floyd. The Best of the Grateful Dead, 67 to 77. That's probably what you could call their golden years, $44.99. Lodger, David Bowie, $29.99. Ghost, If You Have Ghost, $31.99. Sabbath, Volume 4, $39.99. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, so far. I hope you have a copy of that. If anything, just because I recommend it, $28.99. And then David Bowie, what I call the Space Oddity album. That's actually UK, and that is $29.99. All right, so we have our first claim for part 2. Ring the bell. This is Sherry Darnell's Adam Heart Mother. Sherry Darnell, there's your Adam Heart Mother. Chris Cornell is $49.99. Tim Lassiter, $49.99 for Chris Cornell. And Cake is $33.99. So $49.99 on Chris Cornell and $33.99 on Cake. Adam Heart Mother goes to Sherry Darnell. Thank you for carrying Sturgill, Childers, and supporting Americana. No problem. No problem. I love Tyler Childers. I've sold a lot of his records, to say the least. I'd like to meet him one day, which at this point, the bigger it keeps getting, it's going to become more and more a challenge. But if anything, I'd like to say, hey, let's do something. Come by the store. Josh was telling me the other day when his last album came out, Purgatory, he started by Grimies and signed like a bunch of them. You know, he just walked in one day and they tore them all open and he signed them all. And they posted Tyler Childers this left. He signed like 200 copies of Purgatory. And of course, people flocked to his stores. I was like, I wish he would do that here. That'd be awesome. But he's getting pretty big. I mean, I guess he's been big for a while, but, you know, I think he's starting to get what I call way up there. Foreigner is a $35 start, double vision. This is a near mint copy. It just has a small rip on the obi on the back if we want to start splitting hairs. And then the Eric Clapton Rainbow Concert is a $45 start. All right, let's do some on-sale vintage. I'm ready to sell y'all some on-sale vintage. If you're one of the 107 people watching right now, welcome. We are about to do some discounting. I've got a $10 crate, aka $9.99. And I really don't know what's in here, but we're about to find out. And if you're fairly new, this is probably going to look like new stuff to you. It's probably going to be stuff you've never seen. And it may be stuff you've never seen. So it's already on sale. So all these are discounted. They are $9.99. And let's take a look at what's in here. My goal is to have this crate emptied when we're done so we can have an empty crate because we definitely need them. George Benson and Earl Klugh collaboration, $9.99. George Benson and Earl Klugh. While we're doing this, we're still going to be Vicky. Yes, I pulled the two Crosby, Stills, and Nash, didn't I? Yes, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Tim Smith, and Vicky Wiley. Yes, thank y'all. I got you down. These are $9.99. Original cast soundtrack, Walt Disney, the one and only genuine original family band. That is $9.99. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line. These are all EX Plus to Near Mint Minus unless I say otherwise. The Doobie Brothers, One Step Closer. That's now $9.99. That copy's in shrink wrap. The History of Joe Tex. The History of Joe Tex, $9.99. Asleep at the Wheel, served live. Asleep at the Wheel, $9.99. Roy Wood Mustard. Roy Wood Mustard. That is $9.99. And Seasons of Glass, Yoko Ono. That is sealed. That is sealed. That's actually the cover there. That's the glasses John Lennon was wearing when he got assassinated in New York City. $9.99. Jackson Browne, Lawyers in Love. That's $9.99. Aretha Franklin, Jump to It. Aretha, $9.99. Queen of Soul. John Denver, Rhymes and Reasons. Early album by John Denver. Rhymes and Reasons, $9.99. And Cat Stevens, Catch Bull at 4. This has an incredible song on it called Angel Sea. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but wow, this is a nice copy. Gatefold, Cat Stevens. I love his music. I got all the box sets of all of his albums now. A couple of them weren't cheap, but that is $9.99. Let's see here. Burt Jordan on Joe Tex. Burt Jordan got the Joe Tex. Yoko as long as it's sealed so I can't hear it. Tony, if you're wanting Yoko, it is sealed. You don't have to listen to it. You can just say you have it in your Beatles collection, which I know you've got a nice Beatles collection. But, yeah. I guess she still has those glasses. It's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of ominous, or not ominous, but I don't know. Those would sell for a lot of money at auction. I'll just put it that way. Those at heritage auctions or something. Oh my gosh. John Lennon's glasses. Morbid. Thank you, Michael Nath. Yes, Morbid. Scott Snee on Cat Stevens. And let's go ahead and put up 2 new auctions. So we'll do a bite now on these. Foreigner Double Vision is a $35 bite now. And then Eric Clapton Rainbow Concert is a $45 bite now. If you're just joining us, we're doing a $9.99 on sale bin. Everything in here is $9.99. The Tubes, Outside Inside. That's the name of the album, Outside Inside. The Tubes, Gold Stamp promo, $9.99. A Portrait of Ray Charles, $9.99. They used to be on display at the Rock Hall. I've never been there. That's a bucket list thing. Mark Shelton got Foreigner for $35. If anybody wants to buy this or make a very fair offer on it, I'd like to have also no Japanese stuff left over tonight. So let's keep knocking these out. I was wanting to do these a lot earlier, but here they are. Eric Clapton Backless, Best of Grand Funk, and I've also got that Japanese Elvis Costello. This is Eric Clapton Backless, a pristine Japanese pressing, OG. This has the insert with it, gatefold, near mint, $45 start, and the Best of the Grand Funk. Best of Grand Funk, that's also a $45 start, near mint, $45 start. Yes, we sold the Tom Petty. It sold for $75 earlier to Janie. Do you have any Japanese pressings of Japanese music? No, we don't. We probably could get some, but I didn't know how well they would sell. But no, we don't. Yes, and just so people know, this is English. This is, some people get, we have some people hop on sometimes and like, they don't understand the Japanese. This is music. American, well, I mean, it's English. It's the regular music. It's just made in Japan. Yeah, they're not singing in Japanese. There is some, I guess the Beatles sang those couple songs in German that time, but yes, this is English-speaking music. If you know what I'm talking about. Okay. The Beach Boys, 20 Golden Greats, $9.99. The Beach Boys, 20 Golden Greats. I got a discount bin. Everything in here is $9.99. Elton John, Rock of the Westies, very nice copy. Just $9.99. Don't fall asleep on me. Pretty good deals in here. Most of these are half off. Elton John, Breaking Hearts. That's in shrink wrap with hop sticker. Sad Songs Say So Much. That's a top copy, $9.99. 2 nice Elton John records there. Jeff Beck is in here, now just $9.99. I told y'all after he passed away, we had them everywhere. I mean, he sold a lot of albums, so we already had a lot of Jeff Beck. This album's been made up in the back for a long time. Ricky Skaggs, Live in London, that's $9.99. And Carole King, Wrap Around Joy. Carole King, $9.99. All right, so Tommy Flowers was first to Elton John. Vicky and then Jim was next. Vicky, if you want this one, say Elton John sold. If not, Jim, and then if not, Leslie is third. So Michael Church says, no sleeping here. Yep, I just took a caffeine pill, and I'm still drinking on my Monster from earlier. So I don't go to bed. It'll be a while before I go to bed. Probably, well, it won't be 12 hours. Hopefully in about 10 hours. The Miracles' Greatest Hits. $9.99 for the Miracles. Vicky gets the other Elton John. That means Jim was second and Leslie was third. So both of the Elton Johns sold. Voices in Bluegrass, the classic Osborne brothers. They did a song called Rocky Top, or at least they made it famous. The Chester Kings. Here are the Chester Kings. That's a VG Plus, now $9.99. Rare Earth Midnight Lady. Rare Earth Midnight Lady, $9.99. Mother Earth, Bring Me Home, that's $9.99. Murphy's Law, Urban Renewal, that is now $9.99. Sam Phillips. Sam Phillips. What's this say? Sam Phillips. The Indescribable Wow. Not the same Sam Phillips I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about Sun Records. Not the same person. Iceland on the Rocks. This is a 1980 pressing with press kit. 1980 with press kit. That is $9.99. Leslie wants the Osborne Brothers. Sell that to Leslie. We had Sam Phillips. We have Spirit Feedback. Spirit is now just $9.99. We hadn't put this out but just too long ago. Nice copy. Spirit Feedback, $9.99. The Records. The Records is $9.99. And we also have Rockin' the Guess Who. Rockin' the Guess Who, $9.99. Orange label. Has a promo sticker on the front, not a promo label. Tribute to Jimi Hendrix, $9.99. Jeff Cooper and the Stoned Wings. Joni Mitchell, Hijara, $9.99. And Clifford Curry's Greatest Hits, Then and Now. Clifford Curry's Greatest Hits. Matthew Christ wants the Beach Boys, 20 Golden Greats. That's sold to Matthew. All right, I'm going to go ahead and exchange out our auctions. So if anybody wanted these, they're $45 buy it nows. Eric Clapton backless, near mint, pristine Japanese pressing. And surprisingly, the best of Grand Funk is still available. $45 buy it now on that. Those are both now buy it nows. Big Boss Band, George Benson. That is in shrink wrap, $9.99. And Bottle of Wine, the Fireballs. That is now $9.99. Everything in here is on sale for $9.99. Bill Haley's Greatest Hits, $9.99. And Coleman Hawkins. Coleman Hawkins, that's an Everest Archive of Folk and Jazz. That is now $9.99. Tim Smith is going to take the Grand Funk for $45. Thank you, Tim. That's sold to you. Let me grab our next two auctions. Eric Anderson is now $9.99. And Walk on the Wild Side. That's the music from the motion picture. Elmer Bernstein. Or Stein. Let's see here. Next two auctions. Let's do Elvis Costello Trust. Elvis Costello Trust. I've never had a Japanese pressing of this. Very cool. That's also a $45 start. Near mint pristine. Let's take a look at it. Got a Japanese insert with it. Elvis Costello, 2-page insert. Perfect cover. Obi. Elvis Costello, $45 start. You can bid now and guarantee you get it, or you can wait like a couple people's done and wait for the buy it now. But if you're not first, then it'll go to whoever was first. And then we have the Beach Boys in concert, $35 start. This is actually a really good recording, really good live show. It does have a rip down here in the Obi. Other than that, near mint minus vinyl, pristine, the normal gig on that, and that's a $35 start. Brent's in on the Elvis Costello at $45. Osiris, I think that's how you say their name, just or Since Before Our Time, $9.99. The Jazz Crusaders, old socks, new shoes, new socks, old shoes. That's interesting, $9.99. Les Paul and Mary Ford is $9.99. Lee Michaels, 5th. That's actually in shrink wrap, $9.99. Billy Joe Royal, Cherry Hill Park. That's $9.99. And the Buddy Holly Story soundtrack. Buddy Holly Story soundtrack. $9.99. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. That's $9.99. And Tim Curry Simplicity. Tim Curry Simplicity. $9.99. Susie Breedlove on Billy Joe Royal. That is sold to Susie Breedlove. Final call on Elvis Costello at $45. And looking for a $35 start on the Beach Boys. Dump Truck. For the Country. Dump Truck is $9.99. Jeff is in on the Costello at $46. The Guy Warden Sounds, Themes for African Drums. That is $9.99. 10 Years After is $9.99. And Mylan. I immediately want to think LaFever. It is Mylan LaFever. $9.99. The Cool Scene, 12 New Ways to Fly. That's $9.99. And Original Motion Picture Soundtrack to Fist. Fist soundtrack, $9.99. Humble Pie, Go for the Throat. That's $9.99. And so is Roger Daltrey, Under a Raging Moon. A couple of those songs on there is pretty good. For one time I got hit like his discography solo collection. I imported it into iTunes. and it's been in my library for years. And so his solo music plays all the time here in the store. I've heard it so much. It's like I've heard him so much because it's been in that discog. It's been in our playlist here in the store for years. Hot tuna, $9.99. Hot tuna, $9.99. I hadn't said that one in a while. There for a while, I was reading off hot tuna every night, it seemed like. John K. from Steppenwolf, $9.99. This is, I've seen this before. Soul Survivors, yeah, take another look. Soul Survivors, $9.99. And Sarah Brightman, The Songs That Got Away. William Michael on HT. William's going to take some hot tuna. Jeff's out on Elvis Costello. Brent has it for $50. Final call. Bad Guys, original motion picture soundtrack. Was that a wrestling film? Looks like it. $9.99. Ian Dury is $9.99. And Any Which Way You Can. And then there's another film called Any Which Way But Loose. They're both Clint Eastwood movies. This has Ray Charles on it, Glenn Campbell, Fats Domino, Gene Watson, Johnny Duncan. So does Susie Breedlove. Okay, let's sell Elvis Costello as well to Brent Rabley for $50. And if anybody wants the Beach Boys live in concert, it's a $35 buy it now. Michael Nath wants Sarah Brightman. That's sold to Michael Nath. And what's on the Bad Guys? Let's see. Precious Metal, the Kane Gang, Paul Chinton, Spider Turner, the Redskins, Hand Tools, William Goldstein, Robert John, Stars on 45, Long Play, and Jeff Tyzik. David Taylor wants Tim Curry. That's still in here. That was a $9.99 bin. Some kind of odds and ends. Where's that Tim Curry? Right here. That's sold to David Taylor. Tim Curry. Everything in here was $9.99. Let me read through the titles one more time. Ian Dury, Bad Guys, Soul Survivors, John Kay, Roger Daltrey. These are all $9.99. Humble Pie, Fifth Soundtrack, The Cool Scene, Mile and a Fever. 10 Years After is still available. 10 Years After. Let's take a look at the condition. Durham, we've sold several this week already. That's a nice copy. 10 Years After. The Guy Warren Sounds, African Drums, Dump Truck, Gloria Estefan, Buddy Holly Story, Lee Michaels. Yeah, usually he's an instant seller. Les Paul and Mary Ford, Jazz Crusaders, Osiris, Walk on the Wild Side, Eric Anderson, Coleman Hawkins, Bill Haley, Fireballs, George Benson, Clifford Curry, Joni Mitchell, Tribute to Jimi Hendrix, The Guess Who, The Records, Spirit, Feedback for you prog rock fans, Iceland, Sam Phillips, Murphy's Law, Mother Earth, Rare Earth, Chesterfield Kings, The Miracles, Carole King, Ricky Skaggs, Jeff Beck, Ray Charles, The Tubes, John Denver, Aretha, Jackson Brown, Roy Wood, Asleep at the Wheel, Two Nice Doobie Brothers, the Disney soundtrack, and another George Benson with Earl Clue. Clay Moore is going to take the 10 Years After. I figured I could convince somebody to buy that. And that's so to Clay Moore. And Mia Willis on the JC. And the JC was the Jazz Crusaders. That sold to Mia, and the Tubes, I think, was pretty nice. Let's take another one. Well, let me go ahead and pull Burt Jordan's Guess Who, because I know where it's at. It's right there. And let me figure out Tubes. Let's see. So, yeah, it has this die-cut circle. It's nice. Fairly nice cover. Gold stamp promo. And, yes, it was near mint minus. That is $9.99. Susie on the Doobie Brothers. Susie, let me know if you want One Step Closer or Living on the Fault Line. One Step Closer or Living on the Fault Line. And the Sam Phillips has nothing to do with Sun Records. I think it's a completely different Sam Phillips. 1988, Virgin Records. That's just when I hear Sam Phillips, that's immediately what I think. Brent Rabley is going to take the Tubes. Susie wanted the Doobie Brothers One Step Closer. And the Soul Survivors title is called Take Another Look. Take Another Look on this yellow Atco label. Nice copy. So that is what's left. Okay. Anybody else before I change crates? I actually think I have a crate over here that we can do like buy it now best offer before I do the $7 or the $5 crate. Let me see if that's what's I think it is still over here. Give me a second on that. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this has got some really good stuff in it, I think. Yeah. Let's go through this. I see Styx. I even seen I think that was Ozzy. Let me go through this one. And Pink Floyd. So, let's go through this one. Let's see. Was there a Don Dixon? No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. Sam Phillips, Indescribable. Michael Nath is going to take that. There was not a Don Dixon, Brent. No, there wasn't. So this crate is going to be Buy It Now Best Offer. I think it's got some pretty good titles in it. So Buy It Now Best Offer means you can be first to claim it, or you can maybe hesitate for a second and make an offer. Floyd wants Osiris and Soul Survivors for Floyd Furman. Let me pull those out for Floyd. Let me find that Osiris record. Hearing things. Yep. Maybe you was hoping you heard there was a Don Dixon album in there. Okay, let's do our next two Japanese auctions. We have Ted Nugent, Free For All. Ted Nugent, Free For All. Absolutely nothing wrong with the vinyl. It's absolutely pristine. The cover has a little bit foxing. That's a really cool obi on that one. Ted Nugent, Free For All. Meatloaf is on some, if not all, the vocals on this album. Yeah, pristine near mint vinyl. There's the original anti-static that came with it. There's the insert. But this does have some wear and foxing on the cover. Some of that humidity damage that we see quite often. This is a $35 start for Ted Nugent. And then I think we got a nice Beatles that's complete, or at least maybe some of the inserts. 67 to 70 Japanese press. This is going to be a $65 start. So yeah, nice gatefold with this. Nice gatefold. No wear or anything on that one really. Actually, yeah, we had a note. It has some edge wear up here along the top. A little bit of edge wear, mostly on the top. So yeah, this one has the discography book and the lyric book. So this is the lyric and picture book. This is the Beatles discography book, and it has both inserts, which also have the lyrics printed on them. That's a $65 start. Japanese Apple label, and the vinyl on this is Tip Top. Tip Top means near mint minus pristine. $65 start on that. Jesse Hood is in. That is a fantastic compilation of music. And then Ted Nugent's a $35 start. All right, I think it's going to be a pretty good crate here, so let's go through these. I think I saw at least one Pink Floyd album. Styx is a VG Plus, $14.99. VG Plus, $14.99. So all these are Buy It Now, best offer. I would love to sell you as much as possible. The Outlaws, EX, $22.99. Waylon, Willie, Jesse, Tom Paul. There's another Styx, or is that the same one? No, that's another one. VG Plus, $14.99 Styx. They look almost identical. John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band. This is a VG copy, $12.99. Purple Capital label. Purple Capital label. So that looks like that. A little bit later pressing. VG, $12.99. Johnny Lee, Till the Bars Burn Down. That is $14.99. $14.99. Santana Abraxas is a VG copy for $14.99. Santana Abraxas, VG copy, $14.99. Annie, a new musical with the booklet, VG copy, $9.99. Bad Company, Straight Shooter. This is a VG copy, $9.99. VG copy on that one, $9.99. Where did we get to here? Bad Company, Desolation Angels. That's a VG for $9.99. And K-Tail's Country Express, 20 country hits. 20 country hits. That is $9.99. Let's see here. Joe Wallace on the Outlaws. That's sold to Joe Wallace. Chad Regal on Santana. Chad Regal on Santana. Tim Lassiter, you were first to Bad Company. No, Vicky, I've already got yours set aside. No, Vicky, I've already got one set aside for you. So who was first here? Tim Lassiter. Tim, let me know if you want Straight Shooter or Bad Company. They're both check condition, meaning they're a little bit lower grade, but that's why they're $9.99 and not $19 and $24.99. Yes. So Tim, let me know which one you want, and then Chad, you can go ahead and let me know which one you want too, and we'll figure out what's left after Tim. And then Susie gets the K-Tail compilation. That's sold to Susie. K-Tail compilation. Hank Williams Jr. 5.0, $24.99. That's a near mint copy. Hank Williams Jr. 5.0. Paul Revere and the Raiders. That's a 2-in-1 record set. That is $16.99. And REO Speedwagon 9 Lives, $19.99. What are the Two Sticks albums? They are both pieces of 8. Pieces of 8. Renegade. Blue Collar Man. Angel on Earth as It Is in Heaven. That's $19.99. And Dan Fogelberg, Phoenix. Dan Fogelberg is actually sealed. $29.99. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble, $19.99. And Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses, $19.99. Which one is Straight Shooter? This is Straight Shooter. Straight Shooter has the hit songs, well, I consider Good Love and Gone Bad almost a hit by the, but for sure, Feel Like Making Love, and then Shooting Star. Deal with a Preacher is a good song too. Shooting Star. Johnny was a young boy when he heard his first Beatles song. Is the lyrics in here? Oh man, I thought they had the lyrics on a printed inner sleeve. I was going to read you all the lyrics to that song. What a fantastic song. All right, so Tim, if that's the one you want, it is a VG copy. Also a VG cover too. Also a VG cover. So Tim does want Straight Shooter. All right. Let's see here. I do not have Talking Heads Remain in Light right now. Let's see here. Okay, Final Call on the Beatles. Jesse has that for $65. I'm about to sell it to him. James Cohorn wants a Sticks. And then we have our first offer, which Austin said he would give $15 for Heavy Horses. You got it. So sell Austin Heavy Horses for $15. That means Bad Company. That means Chad Regal, if you want this, it is yours. Jesse says, end Beatles now. I will go ahead and do that for you. Village People is $12.99. And the original motion picture soundtrack to Hang 'em High, $19.99. Hang 'em High soundtrack. Very cool artwork on that. Near mint copy. Jesse says, end it now. Beatles is sold to Jesse Hood for $65. So in the back, we have 2 entire crates of Japanese Beatles records, and I'm eventually going to sit down and try to sort them and figure out. People are always wanting that set, but they want them complete, or some people don't care about the booklets. They'll take us. So I'm going to try to match and maybe pull inserts out of one and match it with the other, and maybe show them one night where literally we're going to have OG Japanese vinyl, but it's going to be like a crate of new vinyl. Where I'm going to say, I've got 9 of them available. Who wants one? Because we've got a bunch of them right now. That was a huge seller in Japan. The Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor, VG Plus $12.99, and Johnny Van Zant, No More Dirty Deals. And yes, I've got to find Michael Nass Blue Vinyl. It's somewhere in the back in the Bowling Green, Kentucky crates and tubs. We got them everywhere back there. Johnny Van Zant was a VG Plus $14.99. Simon and Garfunkel, Bookends, $14.99 for Bookends. And that's a Columbia 2i. Columbia 2i. Chad wasn't, he was passing another one. This is sold to Tim Lassiter. Tim Lassiter got that one, yeah. Burt Jordan on the Moody Blues. That's sold to Burt Jordan, Moody Blues. Johnny Van Zant's there. And then Frampton Comes Alive picture disc. That is $39.99. Frampton Comes Alive picture disc. Styx, Kilroy Was Here. That's a very nice copy, $22.99. Styx, Kilroy Was Here. And Deep Purple, The House of Blue Light. $26.99 for Deep Purple, The House of Blue Light. I'm going to go ahead and end this Ted Nugent. If anybody wants it for $35, it's a Japanese press of Free for All. Japanese press of Free for All. That's a $35 buy it now if anybody wants it. $35 buy it now. I'm going to put it away for right now. There we go. David Silcox said 12 on Simon & Garfunkel. You bought it. So yeah, if you can claim whatever you want. If you're a few dollars away, I'll go ahead and sell it to you, you know. Sell that to David for $12. William Michael said he'd give $30 for Ted Nugent. We'll go ahead and sell that to William for $30. And Bert said $20 on Styx Cure Warriors here. Sell that to Bert for $20. Botman Turner Overdrive, Not Fragile. These are some nice looking records here. Not Fragile, $14.99. And John Lennon Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey, $24.99. If it's within 10 or 20% off, probably so. I don't know, like I said, most of this stuff is pretty recent. I don't know if I want to do half off, but it depends on the title. The Best of Love, very cool. EX Condition, $19.99. That is EX Condition, $19.99. Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks, Where's the Money? That's EX, $17.99. And Meatloaf, Dead Ringer. That's in shrink wrap with Hop Sticker. Meatloaf is $34.99. Susie said $9.99 on REO Speedwagon. Susie, there was this one and there's that one. Either one of them is $15 if you want it. 9 lives. Well, actually, they're stickered $19.99, but I'm saying if you want either one for $15, we have Good Trouble and 9 lives. Nazareth 2XS, that's in shrink wrap with Hop Sticker. Nazareth is $24.99. The Who Are You? And that's on red vinyl. That's on red vinyl, $34.99. There's some cool records in here. I need to go back through these. She says good. And that was Good Trouble. Sell that to Susie for $14.99. $14.99. Nazareth, No Mean City. That's in shrink wrap with the Hop Sticker. $24.99. Arlo Guthrie, Amigo, $19.99. Los Lobos, How Will the Wolf Survive? $19.99. Foreigner, Double Vision. Foreigner Double Vision, $19.99. The Best of the Guess Who. That is $19.99. Willie Nelson Partners, $14.99. That's in shrink wrap. And Willie Nelson Without a Song. That is $14.99. Where's the Party? Eddie Money. That's a sealed, I repeat, sealed copy, $29.99. Nazareth, The Full Circle, $19.99. And REO Speedwagon, Wheels Are Turning. That's also a sealed copy. We got some sealed OG in here. $39.99. Burt Jordan on Foreigner. Double Vision. That's sold to Burt. And the Beach Boys, Spirit of America. $24.99. Spirit of America. Let me put up, let's see here. Let me do a crate. Or let me grab our Japanese crate and see what we have in here still to put up for tonight. I got Rod Stewart, Hall & Oates, Boz Scaggs, Philip Bailey, Whitney Houston, Staying Alive, The Last Dragon soundtrack, and I think we have another Santana compilation like we had earlier. Let me see what's on side 1 here. Yes, Oil Como Va, Give and Take, Black Magic Woman. Yeah, here's another Santana compilation. If you missed out on that one earlier, here's another one. It's not the same exact, but first let me show the Last Dragon soundtrack. The Last Dragon soundtrack, really cool Obi on that one. That's going to be a $35 start. The Last Dragon soundtrack. And then Santana, this is called Gold Disc. I think that's what the other one was called too. Has Carlos there on the front. He's wearing a really cool Santana shirt too. I wish I had that. And this is a $40 start. That's Santana Gold Disc. You might have missed out on the one from earlier. All right, and the Last Dragon is $35. The Whitney Houston is just the Whitney Houston, just Whitney Houston. I guess self-titled. I guess she's got an album called Whitney, and she's got an album called Whitney Houston. Best of BTO. That is $19.99. Best of Bachman Turner Overdrive. Here They Come. Paul Revere and the Raiders, $12.99. Kansas Audio Visions. That's $19.99 in shrink wrap. Jefferson Starship, Winds of Change, $19.99 on that. Bill Withers, Watching You, Watching Me, $19.99. And Carole King, Tapestry, an essential. That one's in VG condition, $12.99. Michael Nath gets the BTO Best Of for $15. $15 to him. Youngblood soundtrack, $24.99. Youngblood soundtrack. The Sound of Music, that's a Japanese pressing. Buy it now, $39.99. The Sound of Music, $39.99 on that. Outlaws, Hurry Sundown is a VG copy for $9.99. Nazareth, Rampant, That's a VG Plus. Boy, I could make a heck out of a Nazareth bundle if anybody's interested. Pink Floyd Uma Guma, VG Plus, $59.99. VG Plus copy, $59.99. Pink Floyd Uma Guma. I knew I seen the top of one somewhere in here. So yeah, there's Pink Floyd. That's a Jimi Hendrix, In From the Sun, The Music of Jimi Hendrix by Sting, Carlos Santana, Steve Vai, Brian May, John McLaughlin, Taj Mahal, Buddy Miles, Bootsy Collins. That's a Jimi Hendrix tribute picture disc, and that is $29.99. Susie wants Pink Floyd and more info on the Outlaws album. The Outlaws is a VG copy for $9.99. The Outlaws Hurry Sundown, VG $9.99. Michael Nath said $25 on the picture disc, sold to Michael Nath, but that's called Hurry Sundown, VG on the vinyl, so a little bit lower grade copy. The Doobie Brothers One Step Closer is $12.99, and the Pointer Sisters Breakout, $9.99. Nazareth bundle price. I will calculate that right now for you, Ted. I was waiting for somebody to ask. First, let's pull Austin Cokel Kansas Audio Visions for $15. There's one Nazareth album. Let me pull out the others. They were all back here together. We had the Full Circle, Rampant, and No Mean City, and 2XS. Let's see. Is that Alabama before they were Alabama, the Outlaws? No, that's something completely different. The Outlaws is completely different. You're thinking about something else. Alabama before they were Alabama was called... It has left me. First one to name it gets a free invisible high five. Okay, so Nazareth, this one was 24. These here are... These first few are really nice copies. They are near mint in shrink wrap. So that was $24.99. This one was $24.99. Another one, near mint and shrink wrap. This one was near mint, no shrink wrap. The Full Circle, $19.99. And then we have Nazareth Rampant, and that was a VG Plus. So here's what we're going to do. If Ted, if you buy all four of them, you get $20 off, $5 off each one. So that's 15, 20, 20, and 10. Wild Country, there you go. James McGowan, free high five. Free invisible, that's what I was looking for. That is the correct answer. All right, so 10, that makes 30, 50, $60 for all four. $20 off. And those two right there are top copies. So Ted, just let me know if you want that. If he passes, anybody else can have it. First come, first serve. Bachman Turner Overdrive Freeways, $14.99. Dan Fogelberg Windows and Walls, $9.99. And Black Sabbath Technical Ecstasy. This is a VG copy, $24.99. Technical Ecstasy. Ozzy, VG, $24.99. Technical Ecstasy. Let me slide the inner sleeve right in here. John Porter takes the Black Sabbath. Frampton, Peter Frampton, $19.99. Funny Country, original artist, $9.99. Breakfast Club, $9.99. That's the name of the band. Urban Chipmunk is got the poster with it. That's in partial shrink wrap, $19.99. Urban Chipmunk. Susie wants the Funny Country. Sean Furman, same person. We already sold Sabbath. The Moody Blues, A Question of Balance, $19.99. Toto, Isolation, that's a VG copy, $9.99. The Eurythmics, I Need a Man, that is $14.99. The Kingsmen's Greatest Hits featuring Louie Louie, $14.99. Tanya Tucker, TNT, $14.99. The Outlaws Ghost Riders, $19.99. Johnny Van Zant Band, No More Dirty Deals, that's a VG copy, $9.99. Susie also on the Kingsmen. And what's your best deal on Hang 'em High? I guess Ted Stevens, I never did hear a yes or no on the Nazareth. I'm going to put them back in here if anybody wants that bundle. $60 for those four. Best deal on Hang 'em High. I will do $15 on that, Scott. $15 off. That's 5 off. Really nice copy. Brent says TT10. That was probably Tanya Tucker. Sell that to Brent for $10. Sold to Brent. Take this job and shove it. That is $29.99. I think that's actually a soundtrack. Yeah, that's a soundtrack. Johnny Paycheck, David Allen Coe, Janie Fricky, Lacey J. Dalton. $29.99. Take this job and shove it. Redbone Potlatch, $19.99. And the Flashdance or Flashdance soundtrack. That's a Japanese press, near mint with Obi. $29.99. Scott Wise Kettle. Skittles. Let's see here. If you pass on this, just let me know either way, yes or no. It's perfectly fine. I'm okay with either one. If you pass, I'm going to sell it to Regina for $15. Let's see. Is the Eurythmics a single? It's either a single or an EP. Scott passes, so sell it to Regina for $15. And what was Eurythmics? Yes, it was a single. I'm almost positive. I Need a Man. I Need a Man. I Need a Man. Beethoven and Beethoven. Yes. And Tim put Max Bundle. I'm sure he meant Nazareth. $55. Well, I didn't hear from the other person who asked. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are sold to you, Tim. $55 for the Nazareth bundle. I'm assuming that's what you were asking. Golden Earring, Genesis, $9.99. And Firefall Undertow, $9.99. Genesis, Wind and Weathering, just $9.99. Wow. Seems like a good price on that. Is it check condition? That must be a misprice. $9.99 on Genesis. Redbone is $19.99. Potlatch. Okay, let's go ahead and end these auctions. I know somebody's going to probably grab Santana. Santana Go Disc, $40 buy it now. The clock is open. The cord is open. However, and Dragon is $35. Tony said, well, but right before that, Susie said sold on Potlatch. That's sold to Susie. Brent was first to the Genesis. And right before that, though, was Tony's comment. He said the Last Dragon and Chipmunks for $42. So that's that and the Chipmunks for $42. Sell those both. It's sticker price, yeah. And then sell these two to Tony Murphy for $42. Thank you, Tony. Or, Tony, here's a better offer. I'm going to sell these for $42, or I will trade you that Mickey Mantle autograph. Your decision. Just let me know. $42, or I'll trade for the Mickey Mantle autograph. You just think about it. And then Chad Regal was first to the Santana. Chad gets that for $40. Mike Langford, you were third on Genesis. Sean was second behind that. And Brent, I've already sold Santana. Chad was first to claim that for $40. Okay. Let me think about it. Okay. All right. You know, I've still got an autographed baseball. I got a lot of stuff in general. But I just found that autographed baseball back there again late last night. I was moving some stuff around and it's still in that little box. They shipped it in. I picked it up and I was like, here's that Mickey Mantle autograph. I forgot about it for about the last 2 months again. I had 2 customers I sent it to. I never did get a yes or no, but it's about to go, unfortunately, on eBay. I hate to sell anything like that on eBay, but it's pretty neat. It's a little league size ball, but I have it PSA authenticated. It's real. I've sent a lot of Mickey Mantle stuff. I think at least 7 things now, not counting Tony's, and that's the first thing I've actually had come back real by Mickey Mantle. So, okay, let's see. I'll get you my Dolly autograph. Oh yeah, I could sell that in a split second. Let's put up a couple more auctions before I show what's left in the crate as buy it nows. I'm going to try another Clapton album and a Bananarama. So we have Eric Clapton, 461 Ocean Boulevard. This is a $45 start. It's a near mint pristine copy with inserts, and Bananarama is a $35 start. $45 and $35 starts. So here's what's left in this crate. I'm just going to read titles. There's some really good stuff in here. It's all buy it now, best offer. Styx, John Lennon, Johnny Lee, Annie, Hank Williams Jr., Paul Revere and the Raiders, Angel, Dan Fogelberg, REO Speedwagon, Bad Company, Village People, Johnny Van Zant, Frampton Comes Alive, Deep Purple, Bachman Turner Overdrive, John Lennon, The Best of Love, Dan Hicks and His Hot Licks, Meatloaf, The Who Are You, Arlo Guthrie, Los Lobos, The Best of the Guess Who, Willie Nelson, Eddie Money was sealed, REO Speedwagon was sealed, The Beach Boys compilation, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Jefferson Starship, Bill Withers, Carole King Tapestry, and the Youngblood soundtrack. Darren is in on Bananarama at 35. Love was in EX condition. EX condition, not bad at all. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's on Rhino. It has a couple of stray scuffs on it, and that was $19.99. What was The Who? The Who was on red vinyl. That's the one they made in '78 on red vinyl. Is it still in here, or are you talking about the Guess Who? The Best of the Guess Who is $19.99. It's the black label reissue. American Woman. They had some great songs. No Time is fantastic. American Woman. No Sugar Tonight. These Eyes, of course. Sell Derek Paris Love for $14.99. And then also we had, I hadn't got to it yet, or maybe I did. We had the Who's Next on red vinyl. What happened to it? Yeah, and it was $34. It was $34.99. That was on red vinyl. We had one of those in the Bowling Green collection last week that sold. Red vinyl. Outlaws, Doobie Brothers, Pointer Sisters, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Dan Fogelberg, Frampton, Breakfast Club, Kansas, Harry Chapin, Moody Blues, Toto, Eurythmics, Outlaws, Johnny Van Zant, Take This Job and Shove It, and Firefall. Jordan Vernoy says he wants the Guess Who. No Time Left for You. On My Way. That is sold to Jordan. Girlfriend said no, but you said yes, and that's what matters. So I will sell it to you if you want it. Bananarama is sold to Darren for $35. And no, that is not the soundtrack. That is the band Breakfast Club. And what was the Youngblood? The Youngblood soundtrack, Nick, was $24.99. The Youngblood soundtrack, $24.99. $24.99. Or best offer, Mr. Starship, Autograph, John Hyatt. Let's see here. Okay, and if anybody wants Clapton, it's a $45 buy it now. I just saw Kansas Mask. What was the Kansas Mask? Yes, Kansas Mask is $19.99. $19.99. Nick Pullen. That's a nice copy, by the way. VG Plus cover vinyl is super nice. I will sell you Youngblood if I can find it again. Sell that to Nick for $20. And Austin, I will sell you Kansas for $15. Burt Jordan, I will sell you The Who for $28. These are all confirmed sold items. Burt Jordan, The Who, $28. Okay, I was going to make sure no stray comments came in late. There's that. I'm glad I went through that crate. It's been kind of tucked over in the corner. We've been using it. We actually had something laid over it, and we had stuff stacked on top of it. And I kept seeing that Black Sabbath album in the front, and I was like, we need to show that crate. It probably has some pretty good stuff in it, and it did. All right, here's some Japanese stuff that we did not get to tonight, and I will put all the other non-sale, no bid, non-sold, unsold records in here. So These are all buy it now. I'll go ahead and say sticker price. If we're close or if you want to do a bundle, let me know. But this is stuff we didn't get to auction tonight. Rod Stewart, Atlantic Crossing, $24.99. We have weird white marks as a denotation on the vinyl. Looks like vinyl impurities is what I call it, like where they pressed it. It's something that's probably in the vinyl. You know, very interesting. That's $24.99. $7 crate. Yeah, let me go through this stuff and we'll kind of blast through that one right quick. And Michael Nath, 40 on the Clapton. Was that for 461 Ocean Boulevard? Let me take a look at that. Sure, sell that to Michael Nath for $40. So, Rod Stewart, Hall & Oates H2O. These are all near mint and pristine, unless I say otherwise, like this one. It's EX, $34.99. Hall & Oates. Boz Scaggs and Band, $29.99. $29.99. Philip Bailey, Chinese Wall. This has duet with Phil Collins. She's an easy lover, Japanese press of Philip Bailey. And that has the OB at the top. We have two Whitney Houstons. Whitney Houston and Whitney Houston. These are $49.99 and $49.99. Whitney Houston. Two different Obies. They're both near mint and pristine. Whitney Houston. What a voice. Oh my gosh. Staying Alive. Hope everybody's watched her sing the national anthem at whatever Super Bowl that was or whenever that was. That's amazing. Roger Daltrey. You read the comments and people's like, every time I watch this, I want to cry. I was like, yeah, it's pretty powerful. Hall & Oates, Bigger Than Both of Us. That is $39.99. And Hall & Oates, Private Eyes, $39.99. And Hall & Oates, Possession Obsession. That's a 12-inch single, $19.99. If anybody wants a Hall & Oates bundle, let me know. I love bundles. We don't do them as much as we used to. I'm about to bring back the bundle. We need bundles. Foreigner, Agent Provocateur, $39.99. And actually, that's the only stuff from the night. And this is stuff from last night that didn't sell. Close Encounters, $39.99. The Beach Boys Light album, it was $39.99. Pat Benatar Tropico is $34.99. I was in the store today and Delicate Sound of Thunder. I don't think I have any. The Pink Floyd bin has the following albums. The Delicate Sound of Thunder, Tony, is not available anymore as a 2LP. They were only pressing it in that box set, and I don't think I can get it. I have Dark Side of the Moon, Live at Nebworth, Uma Guma, More, the Animals Remix box set, Final Cut, Animals, Standard, Dark Side of the Moon, Division Bell, Adam Hart Mother, and I actually do have a new copy. I thought we were sold out. I have one copy left of the... they were, I think, $36.99. I do have one more copy of the 2018 remix, which I actually really enjoyed. To be my favorite Pink Floyd album, to have listened to it so much. So Tony, the 2LP that looks like the OG, it's kind of not in print. And then they had the box set with the full concert. We haven't had that in quite some time. So I will make sure I have them back ordered. But if not, we may not have it for a while. So Air Supply, Beach Boys, Michael Jackson, Jimi Hendrix, Dead or Alive, Pat Benatar, Wings, and Commodores. And then from tonight, we had Flashdance, Sound of Music, Beach Boys, Clapton, and that's where I started for Rod Stewart. That's the only stuff from the last couple of nights that has not sold. Bert, Foreigner, I sold one tonight. We sold one at auction for $40. This is identical. I'll sell it to you for $35. I'll kind of split the difference with you. Gerard, Wings price. Wings is, I think I put it up last time for a $40 start. I would do $35 on it. And it was complete with inserts. Yes, it has the inner sleeve and the insert. It's near mint and pristine. Jimi Hendrix Details. This was soundtrack recordings from the film Jimi Hendrix, and that was, I think last time I put that up, I said a $64 or $65 start. I'll do $55 on that. All right, and Gerard says he'll take, how much was Pink Floyd? I think I missed that. Vicky, the new Pink Floyd remix is $36.99. This is sold to Gerard. Thank you. $35. Sell that to him. Flashdance was Tim Lassiter. That was $29.99. And everything in here is buy it now. Best offer. What are the Claptons? The two Claptons left are Backless and the Rainbow Concert. Vicky wants the new Pink Floyd remix. That was my last one. And the Michael Jackson Thriller album. Michael Jackson Thriller album, it was a $65 buy it now as well. That does have the poster insert with it, poster and insert. The booklet and poster is the same thing. It folds out, makes a poster, and the Japanese insert. Thriller, $65. Best-selling album of all time. And the Claptons, Backless and Rainbow Concert, those were $50 and $45. Or, no, I said $45 and $45. Yeah, those are both $45 each. Let's see here. $35 for Gerard. Gerard Catator. I told him I wasn't going to try to say his name. Tim says 18 on Flashdance. What's that? Yeah. Whew. We're going to pass right now. Tim Lassiter, 30 and 18. Isn't like 25 somewhere in the middle? I'll sell that to you for 25 bucks. I think the last time I had a bunch of these, like 3 or 4 of them, it was like a blowout price at $24.99. Cacciatore. Somebody said Cat Hatore. That's why I don't say last names. This guy's probably over here like slapping his forehead like, what the? I don't even recall that being in the song. Seth is saying that last name is in the song Moving Out by Billy Joel. I don't even recall that. I'm sure, I mean, I've heard that a billion times, but so Billy Joel wrote a song about this guy? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, all right. All right, so Seth is saying this guy, Gerard, is the same guy that Billy Joel wrote a song about. So, wow. $25 buy it now. Tim, let me know if you're in on that. Okay, what did we say? We're going to do let's do a $5. Let's do a $5 crate in this last moments of the show. Wow, $5. Man. That's practically giving stuff away. Let me go grab it over here. Let's see here. Let me see what's in here. Some interesting looking stuff. Alrighty. Oh, me. Probably some check condition stuff, so please be aware if we have VG, if I say VG or VG Plus on something, it is a check condition. So, glad I'm awake eating ice cream, $5. Stacy says she loves $5 records. Alrighty. 10 passes on Flashdance. Does anybody want that for $25? You can buy it. Alright, $5 records. Let's see what we got. Carly Simon, Playing Possum, VG Plus. I'll tell you the grade if it's a check condition. $5 records in here. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark, VG copy, $5. By the way, these have been cleaned. We're not going to put out anything that is terribly destroyed. I mean, if you okay with, working too hard, give you a heart attack, yak, yak, yak. Yeah, that's a catchy song, isn't it? My favorite one by Billy Joel is probably, I don't know. That's a tough one. Naming your favorite Billy Joel song. Art Garfunkel, Breakaway. That's a VG Plus, $5. And Gene Pitney, Golden Greats, $5. Gene Pitney, Golden Greats. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. I was looking through my Billy Joel songs to get refreshed. Just the ones I have in my discography or in my iTunes. And probably only The Good Die Young. That's probably quick. Just a quick little glance. That's probably my favorite one. Wayne and Gerard both said Captain Jack. Mark Shelton said he would give $50 for the Michael Jackson Japanese. I'll go ahead and sell that to you. Sell that to Mark Shelton for $50. Mark, thank you. Okay, so $5 records. Classical, Barbra Streisand, $5. Song of Joy, Captain and Tennille, Snuff. Donovan, In Concert, that's a VG Plus. Snuff was near mint minus. Kenny Rogers, that's a VG copy, $5. Glenn Campbell, Portrait, well, that's an early one, $5. Glenn Campbell, it's an import too. Bernie Higgins, no condition notes on that one. Dan Fogelberg, Phoenix, that's also near mint. The Best of Ian and Sylvia, that's $5. Atlanta Blue, the Statlers, $5 on that. Super Hits, Country, 1950s, $5. Olivia Newton-John, Making a Good Thing Better, $5. Carly Simon, $5. Donnie and Marie Osmond, I'm Leaving It All Up to You. That's in shrink wrap, $5. Al Jarreau, AJ, $5. Vicky Wiley, first on Dan Fogelberg. Next is Angela Chesney on KR. That's Kenny Rogers. We'll put that under Steven's name. Leslie Holt on Ian and Sylvia. So to Leslie Holt. And Tommy Flowers takes AJ. We still hadn't mastered his last name either. Regardless of how y'all tell me it's said, I think people say it differently. John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire, $5. Sound? Can everybody hear me? Let me make sure my mic's working. Test? Yep, we're still here. Brand, I think that's on your end. Julie's Golden Greats, Julie London, $5. Liza Minnelli, $5. Judy Garland, I Could Go On Singing, $5. Another AJ, Breaking Away, $5. Captain and Tennille, Love Will Keep Us Together, $5. And the All-American Pop Collection, Crystals, Marcel's, Angels, that is $5. Scott Skittles on the Captain and Tennille. Let's see here. Captain and Tennille. I just showed one, but I'm pretty sure that's the one he wants. Then we got Gerard, got AJ that time. Gerard, AJ. That name reminds me of one of my favorite movies, which is The Fugitive, which is Gerard. What's his last name in the movie, which is played by Tommy Lee Jones. Gerard. We're having a lot of fun with your name tonight, Gerard. That is so to you. You were first to that. Tommy was chasing Hart. He was second to that one. He was second that time, so that order flip-flopped. Stacy was first to Pop. Bert Jordan, you were second. And Leslie Holt first on Love Will Keep Us Together, Captain Neil. Everything in here is $5. David Soul, Playing to an Audience of One, $5. Original Oldies Volume 10. Jimmy McGriff, Jelly Beans, Dixie Cups, I Cantina, that is $5. Philip Oakley and Giorgio Moroder, Goodbye to Bad Times. BT, I don't know what this is, Renaissance Music, $5. First of the oldies was Michael Nath. Sing Some Love Songs, Porter Wagner, $5. James and Martha, Early Gospel Greats, $5. Razzie Bailey, If Love Had a Face. Gene Autry's Country Music Hall of Fame. Nat King Cole, Dear Lonely Hearts. The Keene Brothers. Billy Joe Royal, The Royal Treatment. Patty Austin, The Real Me. Leslie Gore, I'll Cry If I Want To, It's My Party. And Eddie Rabbit, Horizon. Oldies, 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 and then Michael Nath on Godspeed. Sell that to Michael Nath. Everything in here is $5. Petula Clark, $5. I'll let you know if it's a check condition record. Photo Maker, Vis a Vis, $5. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Johnny Cash. That is a VG copy. VG copy. Daniel Robinson on Leslie Gore. Daniel, you got that. Daniel, I knew you were watching earlier, but I think you're a first-time buyer, so if you are, please make sure you send our page a message. Please make sure you send our page a message. We do $7 in limited shipping, so we have 2 more shows this week, tomorrow night and Saturday night, $7. Ryan Rice was first to Eddie Rabbit. That's sold to Ryan Rice. Chip Trout first to Cash. Scott, you were second on Eddie. James, you were second on Cash. Tim, you were third on Cash. Keith, 98.6, Ain't Gonna Lie. Lee Rittenauer, Rit 2, $5. This Is Tom Jones, $5. After the Fire, Roger Daltrey, After the Fire, $5. And Belinda Carlisle, Mad About You, that is $5. And the Old and Great Songs, Hank Snow, $5. Celebration, Firefall, Luna C. George Jones, Wrapped Around Her Finger. That's one we don't see too often. And Mel. They intentionally made it to where it looks like it's stuttering. Mel Live. Mel Tillis is $5. Scott Snee on Lee Rittenauer. And we have Angela Chesney on BC. That was BC, Belinda Carlisle. We also have Leslie Holt on George Jones. Brent Rabley, you were second. These are all $5, by the way. Ted Nugent, High Heels in Motion, 12-inch single. Gilbert O'Sullivan himself, $5. And Harry Chapin in Sequel. That's in shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. It's actually called, Harry Chapin Sequel. Let me slow down for a second. Oak Ridge Boys, Bobby Sue, $5. The New Seekers, Beautiful People. Graham Edge Band. Graham Edge from the Moody Blues, $5, gatefold. And the Beach Boys, Get You Back, 12-inch single promo. Brent Rabley on HC. Harry Chapin. Gerard on Graham. Graham Edge to Gerard. Amazing Grace, the best of G.D. Collins. And that looks like some kind of foreign pressing. It's a, first glance, I'm not seeing it, but definitely feels and looks foreign. $5. Introducing Lobo, $5. Orbison Songs, Roy Orbison, VG copy, $5. Merry Christmas from Bobby V. Bobby V's a VG Plus, $5. Sister Sledge, Love Somebody Today. Sonya, oh, I lost Sonya. Sonya, $5. Skywalk, Silent Witness. Janice Siegel, At Home. Ben Serdran, On the Cool Side. And Jeff Beal, Perpetual Motion. Roy Orbison goes to Burt Jordan because Brent Rabley passed. And anybody else. Let me read through those titles one more time. That is the $5 crate. Floyd Furman says SS4. SS4. What was 4? Are you offering $4 for Sister Sledge? No. It's $5. Sister Sledge, $5. $5. Sister Sledge. Ted info. Ted Nugent is, let's see here. Ted Nugent is High Heels in Motion. That's a 12-inch single. High Heels in Motion. Promotional copy, not for sale. High Heels in Motion. Floyd, I saw a video of you playing the drums for War Pigs. Pretty good. Really good. I think Floyd's in a, what's your band called, Floyd? It's a Black Sabbath cover band. He was playing the drums. Sound like Bill Ward. Which it should sound like Bill Ward, right? Okay, that's sold to Floyd. Michael Nath on Beal. Where did we get to there? What was Beal? Let me see here. Jeff Bill right here in front of me. And then Regina wants Bernie Higgins. Where did we get to on that? Simpson Universe. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. I was just messing with you about that Sister Sledge offer, but I assume sometimes you put the price, and you may have thought they were $4.99. I don't know, but let's see here. Symptom of the Universes, or yeah, I saw a video of that. I guess it just popped up somehow or another. Things randomly pop up, and we're looking for. I lost track here. Regina Bernie Higgins. That's somewhere in here, and Regina wants it. Let me find that. I could have been reading the titles since this is technically a recap. There's Bernie Higgins. So yeah, everything in here is $5. Let me see here. Ben Surdan, Janice Siegel, Skywalk, Sonya, Bobby V, Lobo, Amazing Grace, Beach Boys, New Seekers, Oak Ridge Boys, Gilbert O'Sullivan, Ted Nugent, Mel Tillis, Firefall, Celebration, Hank Snow, Roger Daughtry, Tom Jones, Keith, Photo Maker, Petula Clark, Patty Austin, Billy Joe Royal, the King Brothers, Nat King Cole, Gene Autry, Razzie Bailey, James and Martha, Porter Wagner, Philip Oakley, Giorgio Moroder, David Soul, Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli, Judy London. We got Judy Garland, or is that Judy London too? No, that's Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli, and Julie London. John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire, 12-inch single. Donnie Marie Osmond, Carly Simon, Olivia Newton-John. Super country hits from the 50s, the Statlers, Glenn Campbell, Donovan in Concert, Snuff, Barbara Streisand, Gene Pitney, Art Garfunkel, Joni Mitchell, and Carly Simon. Scott Sneed wants the Nat King Cole. Sell that to Scott Sneed. And then will you take 10 on the last pieces of 8 from the last crate? I will. Sell that to Stephen Chesney for $10. And Mike Langford wants the Nugent. I think Mike's going to take the Nugent 12-inch single. Let me find that for Mike Langford. Mr. Langford, that is sold to you. Burt Jordan wants the Super Country Comp. Michael Nath on Judy Collins. And Burt Jordan on Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John right here. Carly Simon bundle. Is there just 2? I think there's that one and this one. I will save you. Well, you're already saving a lot because they're pretty much in the discount bin. But if you buy both of them, $8. Art Garfunkel is $5. I think it's a VG Plus, but yes, it's $5, Mr. Tim. Breakaway. It's a VG Plus. $5. Not a bad looking VG Plus. All right, Bert. So Bert got Olivia. Those 2 are Floyd's for $8, and then Bert also wants Judy Garland. Wizard of Oz. That's sold to Bert Jordan. I have a feeling Tim Wiley's going to want this. These are all $5. Tim takes it. Okay, that is the end of tonight's show. Tomorrow is going to be a different gear. We're selling Judy Garland. We're selling Judy Garland and Art Garfunkel. Tomorrow we'll be selling stuff like, I don't know, Death to People and stuff like that. But we're also going to have other bands, or we're going to have other genres as we're flipping through. We'll be running auctions. And yeah, so it's going to be an interesting night. You're going to see me try to figure out a lot of stuff like, what does this say? It'll be like, yeah, The Descendants. We're going to be a whole different genre type tomorrow. But I don't want people to tune out thinking it's not going to be their type of music, because we will have new arrivals. Right, Tanner? We're going to have new arrivals. And Angela Chesney takes St. Elmo's Fire. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have some cool stuff. Lots of metal, hard to get records. But also we'll have new vintage arrivals, and Tim Lassiter is going to try one more time. He said 20 on Flashdance. So I will go ahead and sell that to you. All right, let's see here. So in the back for local customers, Tim, we actually have a whole new section, $3.99 records. They hadn't been cleaned, they hadn't been sleeved, Nothing like this, but it is $3.99. There's about 6 crates. It's budget records, and we've been selling a bunch of them. And we're about to have a big in-store sale. We need to sell like 20 crates every second to free some of these up. So, okay. But yeah, we'll be back live tomorrow, 7 o'clock. New vinyl arrivals. We'll be doing auctions, metal. I'll have some more discount bins while we're auctioning metal and hardcore music, whatever you want to call it, that wheelhouse. And we'll be back live at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks as always for watching. We'll be there right on. We'll start early tomorrow. We'll probably go live at 5 minutes till. Make sure everybody's on. Okay. See you then.